Hello and welcome back to this week's edition of Seahawks Central News. I'm Aki Suzuki.
And I'm Kristen Dre. This week we will be shedding some light on the UNCW advisor scandal and a former university employee who shared some ties.
We will also delve into what the university has to offer concerning e-cycling initiatives and a student-produced documentary promoting volunteerism in the Port City.
Stay tuned because Seahawks Central News starts right now.
A UNCW athletic advisor connected to the UNC Chapel Hill academic scandal was separated from the university as of October 22nd. Beth Bridger was identified in the UNC investigations report as among the advisors who had pushed student athletes at UNC to take fraudulent classes, keeping them eligible to play. Bridger served as Associate Director of Academic Support Program for student athletes from 2006 to 2013. According to reports, Bridger stated that these paper classes were necessary to make sure student athletes were successful. She was hired as an athletic advisor at UNCW in January of 2014. UNCW has not released a statement for why Bridger's employment was separated.
Do you e-cycle? E-cycling is a movement towards the proper disposal of electronic waste. The throwing away of electronics can lead to the release of harmful chemicals that can affect not only the environment, but human health as well. Wilmington community members can take part in making a change in the way electronic waste is disposed by dropping off unwanted and broken electronics at the e-cycling and recycling depot on UNCW's campus. The center takes retired items from modems to small appliances. Sponsored by the UNCW Sustainability Committee, the center is located on the corner of Lionfish and Pyler Street and is open 24 hours for the convenience of the public.
Throughout the month of November, New Hanover County Television will air a documentary produced by UNCW students entitled Building a Better Wilmington, Giving and Volunteering in the Port City. Building a Better Wilmington is a campaign moving towards greater volunteerism and engagement in the Wilmington community. The documentary was fostered under the growing partnership between UNCW and the local nonprofit sector. New Hanover County Television can be accessed not only through local cable networks, but online as well.
This week in the Seahawks Service Spotlight, we have an opportunity for Wilmington area residents and beyond to truly make a difference in the lives of those around them this holiday season. The North Carolina Central and Eastern Food Bank's Food Drive Box Decorating Contest is taking place from now until December 26th. An individual or one's organization can simply decorate a box to collect canned and other non-perishable food items. Just take a picture of the finished product, submit it to communications at foodbankcnnc.org with box decorating contest in the subject line, and bring your collected items to the local food bank branch.
You know, especially during this time of year when we're all looking forward to spending time with our family and celebrating the holidays, it's so important to remember those that are less fortunate.
Oh, of course. I mean, this truly is the most wonderful time of year, but we got to make sure we give to others, like through all the different organizations like Operation Christmas Child or the Food Bank.
I absolutely think, especially as youth, we should take the opportunity to reach out and improve our communities. So it's definitely something to think about as we're heading into the Thanksgiving break.
Of course. UNCW's Randall Library will close its doors as UNCW students, faculty, and staff are on winter break. Starting at 5 p.m. on December 12th, construction will ensue, further enhancing the structural being of the building and doing routine improvements. This construction will also affect the library parking lot D, meaning those on campus will be asked to use alternative lots C, B, and G. Throughout the construction period, the library website will be fully operational and the Technology Assistance Center will be relocated. The library will reopen in time for the start of the spring semester at 8 a.m. on January 5th, 2015.
Let's soar on over to Sean at the Scoop to get a rundown on the entertainment world. Sean?
Hello UNCW and welcome to Seahawks Scoop. I'm your host Sean Hennessy and here's what's been trending. Grumpy Cat is now getting its own movie. For those of you who don't spend 80% of your time on Tumblr, Grumpy Cat is a meme of an angry-looking cat. Yet again, Hollywood continues to test our patience, especially after thinking making movies about toys and board games wasn't a big enough stretch. Actor Benedict Cumberbatch announced that he's engaged to theater director Sophie Hunter. In related news, an upcoming episode about Sherlock will be about why all of his female fans have locked themselves in their rooms and can't stop crying. After having his photo taken by a customer he was checking out, a cashier from Target has become an internet sensation. Now known as Alex from Target, both he and the company claim that this was not some sort of marketing campaign. While some have criticized Alex from Target's new fame, he at least has a real job, unlike the Kardashians. Aaron Carter has recently taken to Twitter like a middle school boy to win back ex-girlfriend Hillary Duff. Duff's response was, quote, "Hey now, I'm coming clean, you're so yesterday." A riot that occurred on Halloween at ECU has now been reported to have had over 3,000 people involved, causing police to deploy pepper spray and tear gas. So if you want to get drunk, get arrested, and maybe contract an STI between all that, head up to ECU for the weekend. Rumor has it Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake are expecting their first child together. Rumors that Governor Chris Christie will run for the 2016 presidential election have also been spreading, but who cares? Jessica and Justin might have a baby. And that is why I called Gabby, my celebrity pregnancy correspondent, to fill us in on what's going on with the celebrity spawn. So Gabby, what's going on with celebrities and their vaginas?
Got a lot of them popping out children this year, it seems.
Really?
Yep.
Like who?
Kelly Rowland just had a son with her unknown boyfriend named Titan Jewel Witherspoon. Go figure.
Wow.
We have Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. Just gave birth to a baby girl named Wyatt.
What? Her name's Wyatt?
Her name is Wyatt.
It's a guy's name.
That
isn't it?
is. That will
What's
get
her middle name?
confusing. Isabel.
Wyatt Isabel.
Saved her on that note. But also, Kenan Thompson.
Really?
Kenan
Thompson.
Kenan
What's
and
he up
Kel.
to?
He is, I think he's on SNL.
He's still on SNL? And he's married and has a kid?
Yes, recent father of one. And Sierra and Future. Possibly forgettable, but they named their son after his father's namesake, Future.
Future Junior.
Very creative.
Isn't that like a paradox? I feel like it's a
Is
paradox.
that even possible?
I don't even know.
Two futures.
Two futures, wow.
Yes. Simon Cowell, the infamous American Idol judge,
I feel like
had his
the
first
kid,
son.
Yeah, he's gonna be cynical. It's gonna be weird.
Yes. Actually, he was born on Valentine's Day. That's a good sign for his future.
Ironic.
That could work out. We have several celebrities that are currently still pregnant. Well, as you may know, Justin Timberlake, the one JT, and Jessica Biel are having a child next year.
Bringing sexy back. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
forever. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
The best couple.
Yes, Blake Lively.
They're way too beautiful.
And Shakira and a forgettable soccer star fiance are giving birth to their second child.
Is it Shakira?
Shakira. Her hips still aren't lying.
Okay, I thought it
Yes.
was Shakira.
Shakira?
Isn't that Shakira? Is
To
that?
each his own.
I don't know.
And last but not least, Carrie Underwood and Mike Fisher.
Who's Mike Fisher?
Who's Carrie
Why do I
Underwood?
feel like he owns a car dealership?
Possibly.
Well, thank you, Gabby. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. You're welcome.
Any
Glad I could shed some expertise.
Thanks. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, TealTV invites you to participate in our annual Stuff Your Face contest. Send us a funny picture of you stuffing your face with food, share it with us on social media with the hashtag StuffYourFace, and you could win prizes from Might As Well, Fuzzy Peach, Harris Teeter, Country Club Prep, and more. Finally, with Wagsgiving just around the corner, I think it's a perfect time to extend our gratitude to all the dining staff here on campus. Say what you will about the Waggles or having the same chicken sandwich for the third time this week, but the dining staff is easily one of the bright spots of our campus. I think we can all agree that our day gets a little better when Robin greets you at WAG, and for many of us, the friendly atmosphere of UNCW is definitely a factor when we decided to come to school here. So let's make sure that this does not go without praise. Once again, I'm Sean Hennessy, and thanks for watching.
Thank you, Sean.
Will and Miranda have our weekly dose of Seahawks spirit over at the Seahawks Central Sports Desk. Will and Miranda?
Welcome back, UNCW, to another edition of Seahawks Central Sports. I'm Miranda Fabian.
And I'm Will Oakes. We have some exciting news for you today. Stay tuned because Seahawks Central Sports starts right now.
The women's basketball team put a beating on Mount Olive by defeating them 83-63 in an exhibition match. 4 Seahawks scored in double figures, led by Kelva Adkins and Johanna McMillan, who had 13 apiece. This young basketball team seemed to be clicking on all cylinders and looked to open up the regular season with a win against UNC Pembroke here at Trask Coliseum on November 16th.
The UNCW men's basketball team opened up their schedule last Saturday with a victory against Division II Catawba. The Seahawks were led by freshman guard Malik Pugh in his first ever collegiate appearance with 20 points. The Hawks powered past the Indians with their 27th consecutive men's basketball exhibition victory with a score of 97-68. Making their first appearance under first-year head coach Kevin Keats, UNCW forged ahead 45-43 at halftime behind 12 points and 10 rebounds from senior Cedric Williams. The Seahawks eventually pushed their lead to as many as 20 points in the second half with huge performances from Freddie Jackson and CJ Geddes. If Saturday night was any indication of the upcoming season for the Hawks, it is obvious that this team will greatly differ from the teams coached by Buzz Peterson in the past. Coach Kevin Keats brings an up-tempo run-and-gun offense with a strong focus on fundamentals and stout defense. The Hawks open the regular season next Saturday, November 15th, against rival Old Dominion at the Ted Constant Center in Norfolk, Virginia.
For all of you basketball super fans out there, this past Sunday marked the first airing of WWAY TV's new segment called The Kelvin Keats Show. The 30-minute program featured UNCW's newest head basketball coach discussing the team's progress along with matchup highlights. Mike Vaccaro hosts this 16-show series throughout the season, so be on the lookout. If you want to catch up on past episodes or would like more information on the show, log on to uncwsports.com.
And that's not all, folks. Monday, November 11th, marked the first of 15 events hosted by UNCW Seahawks Club called Lunch with Coach Keats. These events are located at Buffalo Wild Wings off of Old Eastwood Road in Wilmington. The lunch will take place at noon, and fans will have the opportunity to ask any questions they have for Coach Keats. This event is open to the public, so if you're in town, we encourage you to join in on Mondays at Buffalo Wild Wings. The show will also be streamed live on the Seahawks Digital Network and archived soon after its live airing. For those of you who can't make it to the show, you can tweet your questions to host Mike Vaccaro at Radio Mike V.
In other news, the golf team got to finish out their fall schedule in paradise. The boys participated in the Kaanapali Classic at beautiful 6,700-yard course located in Lahaina, Hawaii. Thomas Eldred finished at the top for the Seahawks, coming in 24th place. Overall, our boys finished in 9th place, and I'm sure they couldn't imagine finishing their season in a more stunning place.
For all of you students who are attending sporting events, you've probably noticed the two superfans at the head of the student section each night. Parker Grissom and Mike Hayes are the leaders of the Screaming Seahawks, which is a student organization dedicated to attending games and making UNCW one of the toughest places to play in the conference. Today we have them in studio for an exclusive interview with Jenna Krzina. Jenna?
Hey guys, I'm here with Parker G and Mikey Hayes, and they are the Screaming Seahawks. So guys, do you want to tell us a little bit about your club?
Well, I'm president of Screaming Seahawks now, and Parker G was president for the past 2 or 3 years.
I actually brought it out of being dormant. It was a dormant student organization that nobody was active in it, and I found out about it, and I brought it back to life, and I called it the Flyest Flock of Screaming Seahawks. I wanted to put my mark on it, so I put my mark on it and started to understand how student organizations work, because I was only a sophomore, and I had no idea how to do it. And so I started getting officers, like vice president and secretaries, and I did all this constitution, pretty much a lot of paperwork. But really all I wanted to do was go to the sports events and lead cheers. And that's where I wanted to be. And I kind of learned how to apply for things from the bookstore, such as wigs and sunglasses and necklaces and mini megaphones and Sammys. And when I learned how to apply for those and SGA rewarded me with them, I ended up giving them to the students that came to the home sports events and kind of creating this like atmosphere of you come to the games, you get rewarded. And from then on, you know, for 3 years, I have been going to just about every home sports event and interacting with the people who come. It can be parents all the way down to little kids, but you know, I really wanted a college student section that would come to every sports event. And they meet the players, and when they meet the players, they become friends with them, and then when they become friends with them, they end up coming to all the games. And that's what I did. You know, I met the players, and I became great friends with them. And when I became great friends with them, I wanted other people to meet them. So that's kind of what the student organization was a way to get students, like I like to say, breaking down the bridge between fans and athletes.
Okay. So do you have a favorite sport that you like to go to and cheer for, or?
Yeah, I mean, what I've noticed here at UNCW is that we don't have a football team.
Yes.
And so the talent, the money,
and that's all spread out. It's not all focused on one team, which is how it is at big schools with a football team. And so we're pretty much good at all the sports, from swimming and diving. We swim in the ocean, so we've had 12 conference championships in a row, like dynasty. And then now our baseball team's really good, the Diamond Hawks. Our basketball team is good, and our tennis team. People don't really know about our tennis team, but I actually do the announcements for them.
Okay.
So I actually announce them like UFC fighters, and and that's my way of giving back, I like to think. And they chose me for that, and they are so good because they're from other countries, right? And we have money to get students from other countries, and so our tennis team beats Harvard and Yale like it's nothing, So I really like to see that, and I love seeing UNCW upset these big schools in all the sports.
Well, it's awesome that you're so into all the sports here and go to all the different events. So since basketball season is pretty much just started, they had their first expo game, exhibition game. The other, what was it, Friday night, Saturday night?
It was Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Against Catawba.
Yep, and they won.
Yep, 97 to like
68.
Yep. So since basketball season is coming up, you have a promotional video coming up with different cheers and things like that to get more people involved. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the video?
Yeah, so we actually recorded it today at this thing called the Wings Up Rally. And the Wings Up Rally, we just encouraged students to come out. And when they came out, we had about 30 students come out. And I had a film major come out with her camera. And we got to pretty much accomplish one of my dreams. I've had a dream since I was a freshman. And it's to create a video to teach people how to cheer at a sports event. So there's two basic cheers, like let's go Seahawks, let's go. Like that's a basic one. It's really simple. And then defense. Like those are two really basic ones. And so pretty much I developed 10 cheers that are not too complex, and anybody can learn them, and we recorded it, and it's an instructional video actually. So students that want to come to the home sports events need to watch the video, learn the cheers, and then when they learn the cheers, come to the home sports basketball game and participate in them.
Okay. Well, where can students access this video?
It's going to be all over the Facebook, Twitter.
Do you guys have your own Facebook and Twitters?
We do.
You do? What are your Twitter and Facebook?
It's facebook.com/Screamin' Seahawks.
Okay.
And then you can follow us on Twitter at Screamin' and then the letter C Hawks.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming out here today. Parker G and Mikey Hayes. They are the leaders of the Screaming Seahawks, and so you guys can check out the videos on Facebook and Twitter, and we're going to bring it back to you, Will and Miranda.
Thanks, guys. That's all we have for today's show. Thanks for tuning in to Seahawks Central Sports. As always, I'm Miranda Fabian.
And I'm Will Oakes. And remember, Seahawk fans, win, lose, or draw, it's always a great day to be a Seahawk. Have a great week, UNCW.
Thanks, guys.
We just want to take a minute to recognize all of our hardworking military veterans. We thank you for all of your dedication to this country.
We will catch you next time, Seahawk Nation. As always, I'm Kristen Dre.
And I'm Aki Suzuki. From all of us here at TealTV, have a great week.